Shadeus Glavor here from Define, and today we're not only doing the end boss, we're doing the whole path, TA up, and mainly to show you how fast it can go. We used to have this as a alternative to farming Cough P1. It goes really fast, maybe even faster. So there's two ways you can do this. Now we're running with a thief and just stealthing by here. We don't have any guardian. It does go a little bit safer if you have a guardian, but it goes a bit faster if you just choose more damage instead. So that's what we're doing now, but just for safer and practice, it might take like 30-40 seconds extra, but it will go a lot safer, so it's better to practice with that. The first part to get to the worms, really good to have a thief there just to stealth past both the dogs and the husk and get to the worms. The first worm I will use trimmer on to knock it down so it doesn't knock us back and we don't have to dodge. So we can go straight in on damage. And then we split up, so me and Kreml will take those worms that are closest while Wolf and Menno takes the other two. And meanwhile, when we're fighting the boss, Debbie makes sure to aggro the rest of the worms so we don't get all the small red circles at the boss where we are fighting, so we don't have to mind that. We can put up time warp and then just try to spike him down as fast as we can. So here we start path up, and again we use Shadow Refuge. If you don't have a thief, you're gonna have to kill off these spiders here, and what you want to do then is line of sight inside the tunnel. But if you have a thief and can manage to pass all them, you just need to pull these last groups of spider, and as soon as you have killed them off, Melrona will be activated, so you can go and kill her. So the Mesmer pulls Melrona to the corner, and we take poison, of course, and then just start Honey Blazing and put up feedback. Feedback reflects Melrona, so when you have poison you will do a lot of damage on her, so she will die in just a few seconds. After that, this went a bit too fast, but yeah, now we have Shadow Refuge again, so we can just skip this part. It's pretty easy to run anyway, but it's always nice to go a bit safer, and if you have a guardian it's even easier because then you just clear the flowers in front of you with the stuff. And what we will do now after passing these spiders, we're not gonna pull her inside the tunnel, which people usually tend to do. You lose a lot of seconds to get her there, and imagine the auto attack everyone can do at that time, so she would probably already be at around 20-30% before she even reached the tunnel. What we have to do though is try to stand in a circle, because you don't want to push her around too much. If you push her into those eggs and one maybe step on them, then you're just gonna have extra mobs to kill. So we're just standing in a circle and try to push her around as good as possible and just spike her. There's not really much to think of here or to watch out for. You just have to try to do it with good amount of damage, and it should be no problem at all. So even though this isn't as brain dead as Cough 1, we usually prefer to do a few runs here as well because of the Onyx core. Now they went down in price, but in average you would get like one each run, and they were up at around 50-60 silver, so you will gain some extra cash from that. And again, just to be safe, we use Shadow Refuge, so we can pass these mobs in a safe way. And now we're reaching Nightmare Warden, and this is a part where it's actually really good to have a anchor guardian, because she can then tank her and the rest can just stand on her back. So because she does a lot of damage and it goes way easier that way. What you want to do first is kill the silver mob, because that condition field that she puts out also does a lot of damage. So what you can see now, for example, when she's hitting wolf, she does tons of damage. So maybe just try to dodge around, move back a bit. If you see, for example, now I have aggro, so I try to just stay away from her as much as I can and let the rest do the job. Just try to spread out and don't try to heal as I did there, you just lose damage on that. It's better your ally just try to rally on a flower nearby. This part's final boss, we're swapping out Signet of Fury to Signet of Might, because you can't crit on this tree anyway. And Menno is swapping out his Discipline banner to on my marks instead. So try to stand behind him. That makes it safer when he stomps. Either you can dodge it, and when you bring him down to 50% he will start spawning turrets, so that's why we're saving time warp. And when the turret comes, now he shakes and the turrets will spawn, and then we put out time warp and feedback so we can reflect the turrets, and that should be enough to just kill her off. Just feel free to ask questions if you have. Thank you for your time and take care till I see you again. Also be full path, so keep an eye out for that.